Hello students, welcome back to chemistry class. Today, let us continue the lesson synthetic fibers and plastics. Before starting the lesson, you have to take a notebook and a pen. In between the class, I'll be asking you a few questions. Ready to answer that. So in the previous class, we have studied natural fiber. What are natural fibers? Their examples. And what is a synthetic fiber? Types of synthetic fiber: rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. All these four types, how it is prepared and what are their uses also we studied. Then we learn what are the advantages of synthetic fiber, disadvantages and their characteristics. So I'll ask you a few questions. Are you remembering previous class or not? Ready to answer? First question. The synthetic fiber which is used to make parachutes is. Have you answered? The second question. Dash is a mixture of polyester and cotton. Third one. Cotton is a dash fiber. Fourth one. Dash is the first fully synthetic fiber. The last. Rayon is obtained by chemical treatment of dash. Now let us start today's class. Today we are going to learn about plastics. In your house, so many plastics things are there. Can you name a few? Yes. Plastic chairs, buckets, kitchenwares. In the kitchen you'll have plates, cups made up of plastics. So let us learn in detail about plastics. Just like synthetic fibers, plastics are also polymers. Are you remembering what are polymers? Yes, polymers are the large single unit made up of small units. That means small units, so many small units joined together to form a large single unit, that is called a polymer. So already you have studied synthetic fibers are polymers. Just like plastics also are polymers. Plastics are polymers which can be colored, recycled, reused, molded and can be drawn into wires of various shapes. So as this is made up of single units, the small units can be joined together in a linear way or in a cross-linked way. So based on that, all plastics do not have the same type of arrangement of units. In some it is linear, the small units you can see here joined together in a linear manner, and some it is cross-linked. So here you can see a few different types of plastic articles, different shapes, different color, different sizes. All these materials are not of the same color, not of the same size and not of the same shape. Now plastic articles are available in all possible shapes and sizes. How is this possible? Let us see. This is possible because of the following reasons. Plastic is easily moldable. What is meant by moldable? It can be shaped in any form. Next, plastic can be recycled. Next, plastics can be reused. It can be colored, it can be melted and also rolled into sheets or made into wires. Now if you are try to bend a plastic wire, you can bend it or not? Yes, we can bend a plastic wire. But here, how's pressure cooker will be there? The handle of the pressure cooker, that also one type of plastic. Can you bend it? No. So some plastic we cannot bend, some plastic we can. So based on that, there are two types of plastics. And some plastic, when we are heating, its shape is changed. Here you can see a plastic bottle. When hot water is added to that, it is deformed. Deformation means change in shape. So based on this, whether a plastic can be bent or deformed or not, there are two types of plastics. They are thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Let us see one by one in detail. What are thermoplastics? The plastics which gets deformed, that means its shape can be changed easily on heating and can be bent easily, are known as thermoplastics. Let us see the examples. Polythene. You have seen the polythene cover. If it is heated, what happens to it? It melts. And another one, PVC. PVC is the abbreviation of polyvinyl chloride. PVC pipes. You might have seen that. So that also on heating, it will melt. So these are used for manufacturing toys, combs, and various types of containers. So what are thermoplastics? The plastics which gets deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are known as thermoplastics. What are the examples? Polythene and PVC. Next we learn what are thermosetting plastics. So just opposite of thermoplastics. During its manufacture, once it is molded, again and again we cannot change its shape on melting. So plastics which when molded once cannot be softened by heating are called thermosetting plastics. Example for thermosetting plastics are bakelite and melamine. What is this bakelite? It is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used for making electrical switches, handles of various utensils, pressure cooker handle and frying pan handle, all these are made up of the material called bakelite. Next, melamine. Next example for thermosetting plastic. It is a versatile material, that means it can be used for many purposes. It resists fire and can tolerate heat better than other plastics. Because of this reason, it is used for making floor tiles, kitchenware and fabrics which resist fire. That means fireproof suits or fabrics. Now let us see the differences between thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. As you already seen, thermoplastics can be bent easily, but thermosetting plastic cannot be bent. If you are trying to bend it, it breaks. That's the reason thermoplastic can be recycled. Already you know the plastics can be recycled, but all the plastics cannot be recycled. Only thermoplastics can be recycled. What is the reason? On heating, thermoplastic softens and we can change it color, shape, size, all these. And one type of material after during recycling we can make into another type of plastic material also. But this is not possible in the case of thermosetting plastic. What's the reason? During its manufacture, once it is molded, again and again we cannot remold it because it does not get softened on heating. So only thermoplastic can be recycled, thermosetting plastics cannot be recycled. On heating, thermosetting plastic does not get softened. That's the reason it cannot be reshaped. That means shape cannot be changed once it is molded. So let us see once again the differences between thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Thermoplastics can be bent easily. Thermosetting plastics cannot be bent. It breaks if we attempt to bend. Another difference, thermoplastics on heating become softened and can be molded and reshaped easily. But thermosetting plastics on heating cannot be softened. That's the reason it cannot be reshaped once it is molded. Now let us see plastics as material of choice. That means compared to other material, why we are choosing plastic. For example, plastic containers are most convenient for storing food items, water, milk, etc., and pickles, dry food, etc. You all are using this plastic material. What is the reason? Because of their lightweight, lower price, good strength, and easy handling. Plastics are also used to make articles like slippers, furniture, decoration pieces, etc. Being lighter as compared to metals, plastics are used in cars, aircrafts, and spacecrafts. Next we'll see what are the characteristics of plastics. Plastic is non-reactive. Plastic is light, strong, and durable. They are poor conductors of heat and electricity. These are the characteristics of plastics. Let us see one by one. First one, plastic is non-reactive. What is meant by non-reactive? Does not react. You might have seen metals when it is come in contact with the moisture and air, it gets rusted. And if you are using pickles, isn't it? So when you are keeping, which type of bottles we are preserving the pickles, glass jars or plastic bottles, whether you are keeping the pickles for a long time in any steel jar? No. What is the reason? If it is keeping the steel jar, as pickles are acidic, reacts with the steel or any other metal. But plastic, anytime you have seen a plastic is got rusted? No. So that's the reason even chemicals also we can store in the plastic containers. So but plastics, metals like iron get rusted when left exposed to moisture and air, but plastics do not react with water and air. They are not corroded easily. What is meant by corroded or corrosion? Destruction. Rusting is an example for corrosion of iron. That is why they are used to store various kinds of materials, including many chemicals. Next characteristic it is, plastic is light, strong and durable. Since plastic is very light, strong and durable and can be molded into different shapes and sizes, it is used for various purposes. Plastics are generally cheaper than metals. They are widely used in industry and household articles. Next, plastics are poor conductors. What is meant by a conductor? Conductor of electricity, conductor of heat. What is meant by conductor? It allows the passage of the electricity. That is an electric conductor. Which allow the passage of electric heat. That is a thermal conductor. So plastics are poor conductors. They does not pass the electricity or heat. Due to this reason, it is used to make some materials like electric wires. You might have seen insulation in electric wire. If it is insulation is not there, what happens? If we come in contact with that or if we accidentally touch that, we'll get the shock. So to avoid this, you have seen electric wires have an insulation. This insulation material is nothing but plastic. And handles or screwdrivers. Screwdrivers, for what it is used? Only to remove or attach the screw? Not only that, it is used as a tester also. That means in electric circuit current is passing or not, to test that also we are using the testers. So that handle of this tester should be a poor conductor. Otherwise what will happen? We'll get shock. So this handle of the screwdriver also made up of plastic. Another one, we are using pressure cooker, frying pan, all these in the kitchen. The handle should be a conductor or a good conductor or bad conductor. It should be a bad conductor. Otherwise, when we are holding that, we'll get our hands will become hot. So the handles of pressure cooker and frying pan also made up of plastics. Now I'll ask you a few questions. Try to answer that. The plastic which is used to make floor tiles is. Listen today's class carefully and try to answer these questions. The plastic which is used to make floor tiles is. Have you written the answer? Let us go to the next one. Polythene is an example of dash plastic. You have to write here whether it is thermoplastic or thermosetting plastic. Next question. The type of plastic which cannot be recycled is. Next one. Melamine is an example of dash plastic. Here also you have to write whether thermoplastic or thermosetting plastic. Next, the plastic used to make electrical switch is. So let us revise today what topics we have covered. We have learned what are plastics. We have learned the plastics are polymers that can be molded, that can be melted, and different colors can be given, recycled, reused. Then we learned two types of plastics, thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics, based on whether the plastic can be bent or softened on heating. Next we learn what are the characteristics of plastics. What are they? Plastic is non-reactive, it is light, strong and durable, and it is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Hope you all understood today's class. Thank you.